I heard something in the last couple days that has helped me quite a bit. Even though I have heard Eckhart Tolle say the power of now and everything is now and in this moment. And we constantly, if you're looking at the law of attraction, you're constantly looking at everything is possible from this moment. Why? Because there's no time. And I love that subject because it took me a long time to get my head around it. So, uh, no time. What do you mean no time? There's no time. There's everything exists right now. Now that is the coolest thing. And when you get your idea around that, your head around it, then it helps you with things that you thought were impossible, but now become possible. But anyway, so I heard something from Elmer O'Locklear, who constantly talks about Neville Goddard and his grandfather, and he was saying that one of the things that he uses is to bring himself into the now. He didn't say it quite that way, but he says, "I just got here. I was just born here on the planet," or "I just stepped off my spaceship onto the planet Earth." So I like that one. I like, hey, I just stepped off my ship onto the planet Earth. So that means I don't have a history here. I just got here. How could I have a history if I just got here? So from that helps eradicate all those thoughts you keep bringing forward, or that I keep bringing forward from the past. And usually those are negative thoughts, things that are going wrong. So now I've wiped all those out. And hey, I just got here. What's going on? And so from that point of view, I get a chance to recreate. Or since I just got here, I get a chance to create brand new anything and everything. So I have the visions of my life in my head, for my life in my head. And those I pull out and I remember. So maybe I was coming up with those ideas on the way here to get to Earth, whatever. It's my story. I can make it anything I want. So I'm making up these stories as to what's next. Okay, what do I want next? Because that's what it's all about, right? What's next? What's next? What's next? Because what you see out in front of you is done. It's over. You created it. It's done. You can't fix it. It's in the now. Everything is in the now. There's no going away from it unless you direct your attention away. Let me put it a different way. It exists. There's no taking it out of all that is. It's part of everything. Is part of the universe. It's in the now. But you don't have to look at it now. That's the whole point. You can go look at this other stuff, all these other great things that are in the now, because everything is in the now. So all you have to do is tune your frequency and your vibration into that. Now, I heard Abraham Hicks talk about that a little bit. And that was, you have to chronically, that was the word they used, chronically focus your attention, your frequency, and your focus and your emotional adjournment, if you will, to that idea. Chronically, you keep it tuned there. You can't just look at it and boom, there, and it'll show up. Well, for me, sometimes that does happen, but that's usually because I have no resistance around it and I haven't really thought about it negatively or positively one way or the other. I think about it, don't think about it, and bam, there it is. And there's a lot of things that I do on a regular basis that I'm very consciously aware of, that I can think of, and I just know, because I've done it enough. Now, it's the things that we haven't reached that I just know idea about, that we need to chronically keep our attention on, so that we will know in the future, which is the new next now, so that we say, oh, I have chronically tested this thing out enough so that now All I have to do is think about it and know, and there it is. Now, I know we have things like that in our lives where we have reached that point. Use that as a template for those areas that you have not yet reached that template, or that idea. That knowing is the word. So use the knowing template on the things that are not yet knowing, and then just transpose that. That should quicken your ability to reach the knowing on those topics that may be more challenging for you. Hope this helps.